Hello everybody, what's going on? Brian with Games Under Pressure here, and look what we're playing! We're playing some Panzer Dragoon Orta. This game just came to the Xbox One backwards compatibility program, so if you have the original, the OG Xbox disc, you can just slot that into your system. It'll download everything onto the hard drive, and you'll be able to play Panzer Dragoon Orta in all of its 4K glory if you're on an Xbox One X. So I thought we'd pop this in. I did a video on Conquer Live and Reloaded, which I was incredibly impressed with. It looked really, really, really nice. Very sharp. It looked almost like a remaster, honestly. And I'm hoping that Panzer Dragoon Orta, which is one of the most underrated original Xbox games, looks just as good. And I have a feeling it will. So let's get into it here. We're going to start a new game. Normal difficulty, even though I haven't played this in a while, and I'm sure to struggle a little bit, because Panzer Dragoon is not an easy game. And, you know, we're just going to get rid of the cutscene. We're just going to go right through. You can see just how low res it is right now. That is absolutely standard definition. It is blocky, it is artifacty, and it's really, really, really hideous. Obviously, they're not going to go in and they're not going to remaster all of these cutscenes in, you know, 1080p, 4K. So we're sort of stuck with some of this older stuff, but the gameplay should look good. Should look good. Ooh, and that's ugly. That's ugly. That is really ugly. I think it's more so the compression that they're using and not necessarily the resolution. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. We're going to skip that. That is giving me a headache for sure. And now look at here. Here is the crisp graphics that we've come to expect from these backwards compatible games. Very, very nice looking. Of course, this game was made many, many years ago, so the textures and things like that are not going to be totally up to par. It is in... Oh, boy. You know what? I have got to invert it. Okay, here we go. Oh, boy. This is so weird. Everything is done with the left joystick, the left analog stick. Which is weird. You'd think it would be the right analog stick. But it's... You know, let me see if I can change that, actually, because that is throwing me off. No, and I can't. That's okay. Man, that is weird. Now, if you've never played a Panzer Dragoon game, this is pretty standard. It's basically an on-rails shooter. Wait, how do I... Can I... Oh, okay, here we go. Now I'm getting it. Now I'm getting it. Forgive that. I thought I could control it with the right analog stick. But I can't, so... Everything is done with just the left. It's just the left. And I wish there was like a quick look or something. Alright, hitting the trigger, what that allows you to do is move the camera 90 degrees. So you can very quickly look behind you, look to the side. And now this is sort of all coming back to me. It's been a while. It's been more than a decade, actually, since I've played this. The game does show its age, I mean, in terms of gameplay and everything, but the graphics look very, very nice. It looks really nice. I want to get to a level where it's not raining, because I think that obfuscates a few of the graphical touches. So let's see here. Ah! Boy, a lot happening on the screen at once. Sort of like a more involved bullet hell game. Okay, now it stopped raining, so you can really see some of the detail here. It looks really good. Now, the one thing that's sort of weird is, even though it looks like the aspect ratio is 16:9, there are black bars on the top and bottom of the screen, which is odd. And then it goes to this ultra widescreen for some of the cutscenes. But during gameplay, it does look like there is some unused real estate on the top and the bottom. You would think that they would just stretch that out because that would be really easy to do, but they didn't. That's sort of strange. But beggars can't be choosers. This works and looks very, very great. The game is really just all about prioritizing enemy threats. And the weird thing is, this came out on the original Xbox. And the original Xbox obviously had 2 analog sticks, but they seem keen on keeping everything just on one. I think the game would play much better if they allowed you to control the dragon on the left and then the reticle on the right. Yeah, it's been a long time since I busted this out. It's really cool that this is a disc I got it right when it came out. When was this? Let's see here. I'm gonna pause it for a second because 2002. I bought this game. That is just insane. That's 16 years ago. Boy, this is tough. The aiming, it's really finicky, and I wish I could move. Okay, I can move back a little bit, it appears. Boy, that's tough. It's a tough game. I'm going to restart at the boss here. See if we can't do a little bit better. There's got to be... How can I... It feels like I should have some more movement controls. Can I see what the controls are? I can't, can I? Man, it's been so long, and there's not really, like, a good introduction here. And you can't... See, I'm having a hard time figuring this out, I'll be honest with you. So, you can't seem to shoot down the missiles because your shots are sort of like auto-aimed at those towers there. Yeah, even though the game looks really nice, parts of it just have not really aged well. Okay, here we go. I'm doing a little bit better. So the key here seems to be using the charge attacks, and then while those charge attacks are moving towards the boss, this floating base thing, what you want to do is hit those bullets, hit the shots with your regular shots. And you can basically light all of these up at once. overall, I mean, no stuttering, no performance problems. Not a thing wrong with this version. Except the fact that I'm having a hard time with it. I think these games are available for $15 on the store. I believe some of them are 10. And I should have looked this up. I didn't. So I'm not sure how much they're charging for Panzer Dragoon. If you're going to go with one of them, SSX3 is really, really good. I believe that's out today as well. The other one that I would recommend is Conquer. Panzer Dragoon Orta is very, very good as well. And it's sort of fun to get back into this after 16 years. Huh. So you can't lock onto these things. Yeah. So overall, you know, that was a really short video, but overall, it's really nice. It plays well. It looks phenomenal. Everything is upscaled to 4K, so you have those crisp edges. There's no aliasing. Overall, I mean, for a game that is 16 years old, it's almost 2 decades old. It runs really nicely. It looks great. And the gameplay, even though it's a little bit challenging and awkward, especially with modern day control schemes, it definitely gets the job done. So if you're looking for a good on-rails shooter, Panzer Dragoon Orta is probably one of your best bets at the moment. If you haven't already, check out the Conquer Live and Reloaded video. I actually think that's a little bit better of an example of this backwards compatibility, so definitely don't miss that. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. That's going to allow me to keep bringing you videos like this in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time.